So first, just swing the poi past your toes. And what you're going to do, I have my big tree, but you've got whatever you've got over there. Your feet are going to stay. You're just going to turn your body in that direction as the poi past your toes, and that's going to put the poi into backwards. So they're on a plane in front of you, and then you turn, and the poi scoop into backwards. So I want you to try to do that using mostly just the movement of your body, your turning, and let your arms be quite relaxed. And with a little practice, you maybe let out a nice breath. You'll find that the turning of your body does the work for you. If you start with the poi forwards, so now I've got my poi going forwards down my gazebo, and just find that moment when the poi coming down in front of you, when you turn all the way, and the turning itself, the poi end up backwards. Same thing as a poi coming up. If I turn all the way to my right shoulder, I'm back at the gazebo. So I want you to practice. You know the move now, but what I want you to practice is doing it with as little unnecessary movement as possible. You turn, the poi going forwards. As it's coming down, find that moment when the turn does the work for you. Because a lot of people, they'll turn and then do the movement, or they'll do the movement and then they'll turn, and that's all unnecessary. Okay. Now we'll learn the same thing behind us. Put the poi here and really feel the position. Your hands are the same height. They're shoulder width apart behind your shoulders. And feel them when the poi are passing your butt. And you can even lean back a little bit to have this feeling of being the poi are on a plane behind you. So as they pass your butt, you can turn, and that'll naturally put the poi into forwards. Then you turn past the toes. And here's the trick. From here, what I want you to do for a little while is just get back to this position. And don't try to get here right away. Just try to get to here, because I want your body to get used to the hands being in this position. Because a lot of beginners, what they'll start doing things like this, where one hand's way higher in all these awkward positions. And I want you to pass right through this. So you go to forwards, past your toes, and then get back to your butt. Forwards, past your toes, and then back to your butt. You can also go the other way, get it going backwards. Now we switch directions here. So now I'm up the gazebo to my butt, to forwards, past the toes. Up the gazebo to my butt, down the tree, past my toes. And what I want you to do is, as it's coming up, instead of bringing it way in front of you and then getting it behind, really wait for it to be behind to go past your butt. Because the poi are behind you, wait for them to be behind you to do the turn. And that's going to mean a lot less unnecessary movement. Because if you bring the poi if I bring the poi to the lake and then try to get them behind me, that's going to be pretty awkward. So as you're coming up, I'm already letting them come onto this plane a little bit. Like if there's a wall here, the left poi comes and joins the right poi on that wall. And so it would be very unnecessary to have the right poi join the left poi on front and then both behind. That's a lot of movement. And then just start to loop it. Past the butt, past the toes. Past the butt, past the toes. Make them a little bit short, around a couple of fingers. For this turn, I want you to start here and think you're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Wait for them to be behind you to do the turn. Because what a lot of people do is they do this. They turn to the poi in front of them, and then they try to get the poi behind them. And that's really tough. So what you're going to do is you're going to wait for the poi to be behind, 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 and turn. And then you get them spinning and you go behind and turn. And you can really raise the poi up behind you as you turn. So they raise up, boop. Then if you want, you can change the direction. Let's get it spinning forwards here. Same thing. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, and turn. Rainbow. And then from spinning behind, do the turn. Behind. Behind. Over the shoulders. Up behind the hips. So you get a good foundation going now. That is what's going to let you to put it all together smoothly once you've practiced all the variables. And in the next video, we'll talk about making sure you're practicing all the variables.